Hello guys, so in this trading video I'll explain to you guys how this trading strategy that I have and that I've worked on for the past 3 years has made me over $14,000 without looking at crypto. And I'll create a list of episodes from here on. I'll post every week. Now let's head to the charts where I'll explain how my fundamentals of my trading strategy works and my mentality and how that can actually improve your trading strategy to another level. Okay guys, here we are. So let's start working on our fundamentals. So my trading strategy is based off of price action and price action only. So what that means is that I don't have a specific trading strategy or something that I look every single day to take. Instead, I base myself off of the price action and how the price moves. So this is actually a little bit of an advanced type of trading because you have to have a lot of screen time to understand every type of move and how you can actually scalp that moves. But I'll explain how you can do it faster. So the first thing to do is to head out to the charts and start looking at candles. So this is literally the most important fact in trading. You have to look at all the charts. You need to start taking your eyes and looking at these fucking charts all day, because that's what really makes you a good trader. Because within time of looking at candlesticks, you'll start to actually create a part of your mind which tells you exactly when there's a potential setup coming, how that setup is. And so the first thing you want to do is set up a demo account. So set up a demo account. There's plenty of them. Some of them cost, some of them are free, but set up your demo account, take your strategy and put in the work daily. There's no exceptions. Every day you need to be on the charts, looking at trades, looking at setups, and that's the fundamentals of trading with the price action. Then of course you have to be able to get your price action and actually implement it with other trading strategy. I use IBH, IBA breakout, I use VWAP, points of control. After explaining the fundamentals, I also will explain how I configured my chart to get all the information that I need to trade on the chart. So let's start from that. So here on the left top side, we have the 22 range, which is just a chart based off of price movement. It's not based off of time frames or anything. It's just 22 range. So every 22 ticks a candle here forms, and this is actually really important because it tells me the movement without the candles sticking to a single time frame, which is so helpful. A lot of times I just search my entries in the 22 range, and then I search for setups in my 1 minute chart here, and then I take them in my 22 chart where I can be most precise. Here you have my VWAP bands. This is just our VWAP extensions on different price levels. This is literally VWAP but just on other price levels, and these are actually what I find to be the best bands that you can have. There are a lot of VWAP, EMAs, etc. This just work best. Okay, then I have my 50-minute here where I typically see my overall bias for the price that I'm trying to actually take, and then I've got my 5-minute, which I've got some strategy implemented in it, and this is just also to get like a preview on how the market is going to structure and where it's going to have the most supports, breakouts, etc. So mostly I use it also for my wick test strategy, which is just a simple strategy, but scalping it actually works so nice, and I'll explain to you guys how that works on another video in my trading strategy video. So on the bottom right side I have got CVD, which is cumulative delta. This is really nice to see the overall delta of the volume per candlestick, and also I've got a strategy in it, so it just works like chef's kiss. And I'll also explain that on the next video. So I'm currently trading 12 PA Apex accounts here, trading one contract per account. And now let's head up to the mentality part, which is the biggest thing in trading. So after you've tested your trading strategy, it's not as easy as that, because then you have to go and actually battle with yourself. Because to be honest, the most difficult part is actually letting your worst self part going to interact with your trading as you trade, and so letting your emotions control you, and just making bad decisions, and so they're leading to loading your account. I've also got the daily, which actually helps a lot to understand how the daily bias should be, and where I could actually on the buy side, on the sell side. So how can you actually take your emotions from trading and put them away to create a systematic way? So this is actually a thing that I most struggled. My trading strategy actually is really nice, but a lot of times, when you're a scalper, you just get so much more into emotions, because you have to make decisions that are 10 seconds, 5-second decisions. And so how you can actually take emotions often from that decisions is so important. So this is the thing that I struggled the most in the last couple of months, and so, but at the same time, I'm still struggling now. So you can actually expect how difficult this is going to be if you're a scalper. This is what I found is the key to taking your emotions and putting them in your fucking trash can. So what you need to do after every trading session is that you need to reward yourself for trading nice and your systematic trading, regardless of the outcome. So just take it as I finished my trading session. It was a losing trading session, but at the same time, I go back onto my trades. I see confluences that I had, and how I managed to trade those areas. And so you need to be able to reward yourself and be happy the day you traded well, and not that the outcome, because you will have losing days regardless of if you traded well or you didn't. You could have a 10 out of 10 trade and still lose. And if you get attached to the outcome, if you say, oh man, this was a 10 out of 10 trade, I should have won money, but instead you lost, and that's when you get wrecked, you get tilted, you start over trading. And so focus on taking your emotions, putting them away from trading. If you did your strategy okay, your risk to reward management, your trade management okay, then that's a 10 out of 10 day for you. I'll take here a file which I have literally the most important things and the first things I actually see when I start trading. So these are pretty much the 6 points that actually made me profitable in the long term, because you might just be profitable for a week, for a month, but then if you trade for a year, like, how can you expect to be profitable? And these is the things I actually I open this file every single time I take a trade. I start trading, I see these points, and I have to remember myself that these are the fundamentals if I want to make money. So let's read them. So we've got the first one, which is 5 points profit break even. This is a fundamental in my trading strategy, on my scalping strategy. So if I go 5 points in profit, then I have to put my stop at break even. Either way, it doesn't matter which trade it is. If it's looking 10,000, like if it's a 10 out of 10 or 6 out of 10 trade, 5 points break even. This has saved me so many times, and so it's just part of my trading strategy by now. On trading your system regardless of the outcome. So the outcome doesn't matter shit, because you can have a losing week, a losing month, but then in the end you will have a better month, a better week. And so in the future, taking yourself to another level of thinking, not just I want I want money now. I want money. Take me this money. I want it now. It doesn't work like this, guys. Yeah. You don't need to jerk off 30 times a day. You don't need to do that. See you guys in the next video. Peace out. Not for Gazzy, money.